now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got some space here.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Darnell Mooney.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. Good move at the 30.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
On the counter, Etienne.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Gesicki, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Etienne.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. Elam. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
63 yards as they have taken the lead. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Etienne once more. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw on second down, Elam. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down. Elam. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. On second down, it's Brooks. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Looking to throw. Elam. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. They run the counter. Brooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down now, it's Brooks. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Etienne. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Elam. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Elam, and that is incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
On 4th down, Elam. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Shifts by him, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And they'll run here with Etienne. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Looking to throw. Elam. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll set up to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone,